Grace and peace and happy Sunday, y'all. All right, guys, I have a healing message for you guys. We need to seriously normalize understanding that trauma is transferable when it comes to our children, way before they even start experiencing it themselves. You see, we easily acknowledge that children are sponges and they absorb everything around us. But even with that knowledge, we still give them access to information that they don't necessarily need and don't give them a way to process it either. I know many people who disregard young children as these little bodies who don't know any better, but they know a lot more than you think. They're paying attention, they're absorbing everything around them, and the worst part about it is they have to apply their own understanding of it because no one addresses it. Many children, before they're even the age of 5, they've seen an argument between two adults. They've seen mommy and daddy maybe have a big blowout or doors being slammed, and it's not quite explained how they're supposed to handle those situations. Understand that when you are going through a separation amongst your relationship, they're going through that separation as well. When you make statements like daddy ain't shit and mama's a hoe, guess what? You're painting pictures about not only themselves, but how they should view other people. Without any follow-up, what you start to see is your children going to school and exhibiting these very same behaviors. And we have a lot of parents who walk around with question marks like, I don't know where they get that from. They got it from you. You don't remember that time when you called your cousin and told her if she don't give you the money that you loaned her that you're going to drag her? Guess what? Your baby sat there and watched you when they went to school, and Chantel did not give her the toy. She got dragged. Or even that time you told your son's mother that you loved her, but then he saw you push her the next day. He went to school and fell in love with little Angela and then shoved her. They may seem like small things when your children are young, but they progress until they get to the point that they were at the magnitude where they saw it originally. The worst of it all is when you have a parent that sees their child start exhibiting the behaviors and they tell them, oh, you saw me go through it, why would you go through it? If you didn't learn, how are they supposed to learn? This message is not to condemn anyone because we all go through our trials, and waking up to what is in front of us happens in its own time. But I will say that this is a wake-up call. If you've ever been somebody who's been in a situation where you living within your traumas, things you saw as a child, think about those things. Did your parents go through the same fighting that you're going through now in front of your children? That is a generational curse. And it is your responsibility to be accountable for your actions and to break those cycles. One of the things that we have nowadays that they didn't have back in the day is people who actually are willing to assist you. They not only have therapy all over the place, as well as it being so acceptable that you literally can just take therapy over the phone. But we got people out here who have been through what you're going through, who are willing to tell you that it's going to all end the same way. Either you get out or you stay in. Either way, your children are going to go in the same direction you go. I too had to break free of the cycles because I had to recognize, am I going to choose difficulty continuously or difficult now and ease later? It was an easier choice than I thought because that dopamine hit that you get when you are in the height of an argument and you feel like you won ain't really worth the victory. So let's begin to pay attention to what we say around children, what we allow them to see, and not forget that they do need an explanation. They do need to sit down, and not to bash the person who you're going back and forth with or the person that's not present, but to help them understand that you are growing and that you're attempting to be better than you were, and that sometimes you make mistakes, and that these aren't the ways that they need to process their movements, their behaviors. All right, I know this was heavy, but very much necessary. We're going to go ahead and we're going to heal, okay? Love and light, y'all. And peace.